I hope everyone's having a great Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. And I hope if you're as lucky as I am getting to spend time with my son, Andrew, he's back in the cabin. He's tired and just chilling out. But I am trying to do this live stream in a little bit quieter area of the ship. The last one I did was really noisy. We're staying in cabin 9214 on deck 9, and we picked that cabin because it's really last one I did was really noisy. We're staying in really cabin 9214 on deck 9, and sorry, I got a little bit of we picked that cabin because it's really last one I did was really noisy. Let me turn the volume down so I'm not hearing myself. But I was getting a little bit of echo there. But we picked that cabin because it's in this area that's close to the bow of the ship that you can walk out, and I was getting a little bit of echo there. You can get some great views from the ship here, and you can go to both sides. This deck is above the bridge. It's a great ship. We got on, it was almost noon. We had a 10:30 boarding time, but we were a little late getting on. We ended up leaving our hotel later than we had planned. Slept later than we wanted to. It's okay. It's all good. We're on the ship. We made it. Got 4 ships in port. You're looking at it's all good. We're on the ship. We made it. Got 4 ships in port. Somebody sounded off. I thought. I'm not sure which ship that was. It didn't sound like ours. I think it was Norwegian Jade over there. We have Jade in the distance. You can see her, but I believe that's the one that's pushing off first. And you have Disney Fantasy here. I'm not sure which ship that was. It didn't sound like ours. I think it was Norwegian Jade over there. We have Jade in the distance. And looking down the side of Carnival Vista. There in the distance, I don't know if you can see it, but there is Royal Caribbean ship. Disney Fantasy here. Adventure of the Seas, I believe, is that one. It's a smaller and older Royal Caribbean ship. I think it was Norwegian. Jade is an older Norwegian. It's a smaller ship too. I believe we're the biggest ship in the port. Carnival Vista. There in the distance. I don't know if you can see it, but there is. These are interesting cabins. Nobody's in this one yet. Oh yeah, there is somebody in it. Shame on me. But I like these. I like these areas as a smaller ship. They're really great. We're the biggest ship in the port. So I started this a little bit early because we got some bad weather coming in. I didn't want to get caught in the rain out here. This is so much of a better place to try to broadcast and record from because there's not a lot of noise. But once we get underway, there's going to be a lot of wind noise. So I'll try to keep you on as long as I can, as long as the rain holds off and as long as the wind noise doesn't get too bad. I don't think we've dropped our lines yet. Let's see. Broadcast and record from because there's not a lot of noise. It's supposed to be pushing off at 4. It's 3:59 right now. And I can see the bow lines are still on, at least one of them. As long as the rain holds off and as long as... So I haven't really had a chance to walk this ship a lot yet, but I have been through a few of the areas, and it is really nice. It's amazing. The newer ships are so much... I can see the bow lines are still so much more better than the older ships. I've sailed on this is probably, I think, the newest ship I've sailed on so far of Carnival's. I have been through a few of the areas, and I want to say the ship was launched in 2012. I haven't been on any of the Excel class ships yet, but I hear like some good and I hear a lot of bad about them. They're really big ships. I don't know if I'll like a really big ship. selling
Less of the negative about that.
so far. Carnival. I have been through a few of the areas, and I want to say the ship was launched in 2012. I haven't been on any big sail class ships, but
Here's Adventures and Seas
I hear
over there.
like some good and a lot of bad about them.
There's a big party going on in the
like a really big
Lido
ship.
deck there.
I'm selling less of the negatives about that.
It's really quiet out here. I'm surprised how quiet. There goes the lines. So we're dropping the lines now. That's one of the bow lines that's been dropped already.
Lido deck there.
So it won't be long.
It's really quiet out here. I'm surprised how quiet. There goes the lines. So we're dropping the lines now.
So we have a lot in store. We are kind of full 8 days of filming. We're doing 3 excursions, 3 ports, Aruba. We're doing an off-road Jeep excursion there. Or not Jeep, I'm sorry, dune buggy excursion. Looking forward to that. We're going to tour the entire island, and I'll film that whole experience. We're really looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're doing a snorkeling with sea turtles and a beach excursion in Curacao, and then in Grand Turk we're doing a snorkeling and stingray encounter excursion. And we'll be posting videos of all of those. I'm going to do a lot of food stuff on this cruise. I'm going to be doing I'm going to try to do bonsai sushi. I haven't done it before. I really want to review it. Seafood shack I've had before. I liked it, and I want to do a review of it as well. And of course, I've already shot my cabin tour. I'm going to be doing a really good ship tour, ship review, some casino stuff, casino tour. I'm going to do some stuff I haven't done before. I'm trying to do more vlog style content instead of focusing on the ship and the destination, but you know, there's nothing wrong with that. I like not focusing on myself, but I want to do a little more vlog style stuff. And I'm actually going to be posting a video. We visited Kennedy Space Center yesterday, and it was a lot of fun. We had a great time. We had the chance to watch a SpaceX rocket launch, and unfortunately, we weren't able to watch it because it got aborted at the last minute. But we were hoping it was going to launch today and we'd get to watch it as we leave port. But that didn't happen, unfortunately. Let me turn my camera around. We are leaving the docks right now. I see the thrusters in the back are already working way in the rear. We dropped lines already.
We were hoping it was going to launch today and we'd get to watch it as we leave port. But that didn't happen.
So it looks like we're going to have some really bad weather. The last time I sailed out of here, the same exact thing happened as we were going out of the port. We ended up running into a very bad storm, and I hope that doesn't happen this time, but it doesn't look really good. They've been having some bad weather down here.
So it looks like we're going to have some
Florida's, South Florida especially, has gotten a lot of rain, a lot of flooding, a lot of bad weather. And there's a lot of talk about the tropics right now, stuff developing there. I hope we don't have any issues with that. We're going to be going in some areas that could be affected, so hopefully we don't have a problem with that. We're not quite yet moving very much, but they do have the thrusters running in the back there.
And there's a lot of talk about the tropics right now, stuff developing there. I hope we don't have any.
Is anyone that's watching this video, either live or in the future, has anyone sailed on Disney Fantasy or any of the Disney ships? I've heard that they're a different experience, but surprisingly more adult friendly than most people would think. So it's interesting. I noticed, and the last time I sailed out here, the exact same ship was here, and I noticed that the water slide, they had it going, and you could see the kids or people on the tubes going through the little clear tube there, but it doesn't look like it's running. But I thought that was pretty neat. It's a pretty cool thing to watch. I did notice that.
I noticed, and the last time I saw it, this exact same ship was here, and I noticed.
So surprised we haven't moved any.
They had it going.
I do like the layout of the ship. I like how on deck 5 down below, I really like how you have that area that wraps around the ship. It's a really cool feature of the ship. And there's some dining down there and some public space. We hung out there until our cabin was ready down near the barbecue restaurant.
I do like the
I guess it's Pig and Anchor.
I like how on deck 5 down below. I really like how.
And there's the port police. I guess our guide going out. So
it's a really cool feature of the ship. And
we're moving now.
Down there in some public space. We hung out there.
There's the thunder and lightning in the background.
The barbecue.
We're barely moving, but we're moving.
I guess it's Pig and Anchor.
At least I know I have good audio on this live stream because there's not any wind at all right now. And there's not a lot of background noise, so much better job at preparing for this. But gosh, that weather looks really bad. Hope it's not a bumpy ride going out.
At least I know I have good audio on this live stream.
Been waiting for this cruise for a while. This is one I've really been anticipating. I have never been to Aruba or Curacao, so this is one that I'm excited about.
The weather looks really bad. Hope it's not a bumpy ride going out.
Can't wait to visit both those ports. So this is the 8-day cruise.
Been waiting for this cruise for a while. This is one,
and I'll probably be really ready to get off by the 8th day. I don't mind a longer cruise, but if I'm working a lot, it's not as much fun. But I always do a lot of stuff while I'm on here. So as I said, I'm going to be doing a lot more vlog content. I've already shot a whole day's worth yesterday. And it was quite interesting, like walking around Kennedy Space Center and doing a vlog style video, because I'm not really used to doing that kind of content, but I did a better job at it than I thought. I've already edited the video, and I have it ready to there's our horn.
And it was quite interesting, like walking around.
Well, we are definitely underway now. We moved for a little bit and then we stopped. Not sure why. Interested to see how we go out here. I'm really interested to see.
Well, we're definitely underway now.
Really interested to see how we exit here. If I remember, when I sailed on Freedom was it last year? Yeah, it was last year.
Interested to see how we
I think we were in the same position, and we kind of backed out all the way into the turning basin over there, and then we flipped around.
Really interested to see how we exit here. If I remember, when I sailed on Freedom.
Well, the weather's held off so far.
Last year? Yeah, it was last year. Interesting to see how we
I think we were in the same position. So I've walked around a little bit today already on the ship, but I'm going to do a lot more of that. I'm testing out a new camera. I've got actually a lot of new equipment, so everything's been a little bit awkward with me trying to learn how to use it all. I kind of used yesterday at Kennedy Space Center. I shot a lot of video and photo just so I could get used to the equipment I'm using. And I got the newest, I shoot a lot of stuff on my phone. I got the newest iPhone. And I'm going to tell you, it is a night and day difference from the phone I had before. We are definitely moving. You can see us moving there, the bow area. It's like night and day though. I had a 13 Pro Max. And I went up to the 15, and it is definitely a big difference. So yeah, we're kind of moving sideways right now, moving out of the berth here.
It's like night and day though.
I had a Disney ship, sounds like it's rocking and rolling over there, but I don't see many people outside. I think that it might be the last one leaving the dock.
So yeah, we're kind of moving sideways right now.
I had to schedule printed out
Here.
and saved it.
Disney ship sounds like it's rocking and rolling over there. But I don't see many people outside. I think
So I'll probably keep this live stream kind of short. I don't want to run it too long with nothing but this kind of footage, but I did want to get on here. I did want to like shoot a little bit of us going out of the port.
So I'll probably keep this live stream kind of short. I don't want to run it too long
It's a nice ship.
with nothing but this kind of footage, but I did want to
Disney's
get on
fleet's
here.
not very big. They got
shoot a little bit of us going out of the port.
they got a new one that's coming out soon. I'm not really sure. I don't keep up with them very much, but I know they got one that's either coming out or is just recently launched.
So I'll probably keep this live stream kind of short.
So there's a lot of people down there on the they're doing their mustard drill. Gosh, they do it that way. That's gotta suck. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom on that.
They got,
There you go.
they got a new one that's coming out soon. I'm not really sure.
I like the way Carnival does their mustard drill. That's gotta suck. They've been down there a while.
Just recently launched.
Check all those people out doing the mustard drill.
There's a lot of people down there on the.
I was wondering where everybody was
doing their mustard drill.
and just
Gosh, they
noticed
do it
they're
that
all
way.
down
It's
there.
gotta suck. I don't know. Let me see if I can zoom on that.
You know, I always wondered why cruise ships have one life
I like the way
boat
Carnival
that's
does
like
their
in
mustard
that
drill.
position.
Suck. They've been down there a while.
I'm pretty sure all ships do that. I imagine that's so it can quickly deploy in case of emergency. Any
Just noticed they're
folks
all-
out there that are seamen or knowledgeable of that can confirm it, but I'm guessing that's my
I always
guess
wondered
there
why
is.
cruise ships
is
have
for that.
One life boat that's like. Pretty sure all ships.
That looks like a hot mess there.
Folks out there that are seamen.
Makes me not want to be on a Disney ship if that's their mustard drill.
confirm it, but I'm guessing that's
Oh gosh.
is for that.
Oh well. Now we're moving.
That looks like a hot mess there. Makes me not want to be on a Disney ship if that's their mustard drill. I'm guessing.
So the rain's holding off. Thank goodness.
Well,
For now.
now we're moving.
Some really dark clouds today.
That looks like a hot mess there.
Gonna be a rainy day here this afternoon. Hopefully we beat the rain and the bad weather out. I was looking on the radar and it's quite a bit of it.
So the rain's holding off. Thank goodness. For now. Some really dark clouds today.
Let's get a closer look at what's going on over here on the
It's gonna be a
fantasy.
rainy day here this afternoon. Hopefully we beat the rain.
Well, it sounds like they're enjoying muster over here. That's funny.
So the rain's
There you go.
thank goodness.
Nobody really likes muster drills, but those look like they really suck.
Dark clouds today.
You have to go in a group like that and wait that long. They were out there for a while.
It's gonna be a rainy day here. Hopefully we beat the rain. Well, it sounds like they're
They were
enjoying
all the
it.
way
That's
down
funny.
that deck on the outside.
Nobody really likes mustard drills, but those look like they really suck. You have to go in a group like that and wait that long. They were out there for a while. Sounds like they were all the way down that deck on the outside. Nobody really likes
So I walk over here to the other side. I had a group family walk up on me and didn't realize. I didn't want to eavesdrop on their conversation, broadcast it for the world. Let's take a look on the other side of the ship. See what things look like over here.
walk over here to the other side. I had a group, family, walk up and I didn't realize. I didn't want to eavesdrop on their conversation, broadcast it for the world.
There was a medical emergency when we were boarding passenger. I'm not sure what happened, but they were treating them outside. That sucks for your cruise to start off that way. And there you go, there's Adventures
There was a medical
of the
emergency
Seas.
when we were boarding passenger. I'm not sure what happened, but they were treating them outside. That sucks for your cruise to start off that way.
So they're building a new terminal over here. Notice that they're building this parking garage. I wonder where the new terminal is going.
There's Adventures. There was a medical emergency when we were boarding passenger. I'm not sure what happened, but they were treating
That's definitely an older
That
ship.
sucks for your cruise to start off that way.
I'll be selling on
So they're building a new terminal
Independence
over
of the
here.
Seas
Notice that they're building this
in the
parking
fall.
garage. I wonder where the new terminal is going. There's Adventures. There was a medical emergency.
I don't think it's the same class. I think the Adventure is older ship.
That's definitely,
I believe. I could be wrong. I'm no expert on Royal Caribbean.
I'll be selling on Independence of the Seas. Notice that they're building this in the fall garage. I wonder where the
I'm lucky the rain has held off this long.
I don't think it's the same class. I think
It is really, it's been raining over that direction towards the Kennedy Space Center where we were yesterday. Before the rain, before it got really cloudy, you could see the Space Center from here, but you can't anymore. You might can see the
I'm lucky the rain is
launch pads. There's a few of them there in the distance.
I don't think it's the same class.
Really hate that we missed that launch yesterday. It got scrubbing. We thought the thing was going to launch because they ignited the engines, and I'll be posting that video tonight. I got the whole thing recorded. It was so disappointing to see that happen. Kennedy Space Center is really cool. We love going there. I think I counted up, and I think that was my 7th visit there.
They ignited the engines, and I'll be posting that video tonight. I got the whole thing.
I hope everybody's having a great Father's Day weekend.
To see that happen.
Happy Father's Day.
I think I counted up.
I got some questions here. So Josh says him and his wife was on Vista. First had a great time. It's awesome. It's a great ship. I'm looking forward to this cruise. So we're on Carnival Vista, Joshua.
Happy Father's Day. I think I counted up. I got some questions here.
So far, I like the ship. It's really nice. What I've seen of it. I haven't been around the entire ship yet, but we will be.
First had a great time.
So I'll walk every square inch of this place.
So we're on Carnival Vista, Joshua. Happy Father's Day.
Adventure of the Sea. There's a lot of people outside.
Questions here. So far, I like the ship.
There's a ton of them on the bow there.
I haven't been around the entire ship yet, but we will be.
Zoom in.
So I'll walk every square.
Big crowd on the bow. Our ship's pretty quiet, actually. Doesn't sound like much is going on up on Lido.
Adventure of the Sea. There's a lot of people outside.
Adventure of the Seas is going pretty good there for a while.
Crowd on the bow. Our ship's
Hi, Josh says the watermelon drink from Alchemy Bar is very good. Okay, thanks for the tip. I love watermelons, so I'll have to try that out.
Adventure of the Seas is going pretty good there for a while.
I tell you what, I'm shooting this on my iPhone 15 Pro Max, and this thing is so much better than my last phone. I can zoom in, and it's really clear.
Okay, thanks for the tip.
The zoom is really good on this phone.
I'll have to try that out.
And it's as good as any camera you can use.
Adventure of the Seas is going pretty good there for a while.
I
tell you what, I'm shooting this.
I haven't sailed on Royal Caribbean. This is gonna in September. I'm gonna be on Independence of the Seas. Looking forward to it. I want to experience Royal, see what they're all about. And next year I'm going to be sailing on a Norwegian ship. I'm going to try to start getting on some of the other lines. I've sailed mostly Carnival.
I haven't sailed on Royal Caribbean. This is going to September. I'm going to be on Independence of the Seas.
I can't believe the rain's held off this long.
Experience Royal, see what they're all about.
Very lucky. Very lucky.
I'm sailing on a Norwegian ship. I'm going to try to start getting on some of the other lines. I've sailed mostly Carnival.
Yeah, so we're backing out just like I thought.
Can't believe the rain's held off.
It's kind of turning as we back out, actually. There's a good look at
very lucky.
Adventure of the Seas. Got a lot of people out front. Got a lot of people on top. A lot of people everywhere. I'm the only one out here on this deck.
Can't believe the rain's held off.
Kind of see some of the Coast Guard ships here.
There's a good look at very lucky.
There's SpaceX. There's a SpaceX ship right there.
A lot of people out front. Got a lot of people on top.
That's pretty cool.
A lot of people everywhere. I'm the only one out here on this deck.
I'm a space geek. I like all space stuff. It's really cool to watch their rockets land, especially the ones that land on the ships.
There's SpaceX. There's a SpaceX ship right there.
Some cargo ships over here.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, we're spinning around now.
I'm a space geek. I like all space stuff. It's really cool to watch their rockets land, especially the ones that land on the ships. There's SpaceX. There's a SpaceX ship right there. Some cargo ships over here. That's pretty cool.
Not really sure how old that Royal Caribbean ship is, but it looks pretty old.
I'm a space geek. I like all
Probably early 2000s. I'm not real familiar with their ships. I'm guessing, but I'm thinking that's probably early 2000s.
Not really sure how old that Royal Caribbean ship is, but it looks pretty old.
I cannot believe it hasn't rained yet. I mean, it looks like it's going to pour down any minute.
I'm guessing, but I'm thinking that's probably early.
Figured I would do this as long as it's not raining. Already approaching about 30 minutes into it.
I cannot believe it hasn't rained yet. I mean, it looks.
He doesn't like ship watching. So yesterday we went to Kennedy Space Center and we were going to cut the day short, drive over here and go to Jetty Park and watch the ships and come in, or go out actually, because it would have been in the afternoon, watch the ships go out. To watch them come in, you got to be there really early, and they don't open up until I believe 8 or 9 in the morning.
We went to Kennedy Space Center. We were going to cut the day short.
But when we found out, we didn't know there was going to be a SpaceX launch yesterday. We didn't plan our visit based on that, but when we found out about the SpaceX launch, we decided, well, you know, let's just stay and watch it, because we've never watched one from the Space Center. I've watched them from, I used to live in New Smyrna Beach years ago, and I've watched a few from there.
We didn't plan our visit based
and it's cool. I'd really love to watch one from a cruise ship. That would be awesome. I'm going to have to try to plan one of those out where I can, and I'll live stream it. That would be so cool. I was hoping they were going to reschedule the launch from yesterday for today, but it looks like they are not. They haven't put out a time yet for when that launch is going to happen. So kind of sucks that we didn't get to watch. I was hoping it would be around the same time, because that would be sailaway, and we'd be able to catch it as we leave the port. But with the weather like it is, even if they did schedule it for today, I doubt it would have happened with all. I mean, in the distance, I don't know if you can see it. I'll zoom in here. That is the vehicle launch, or the vehicle assembly building
be able to catch it as we leave the port.
That's a huge building. It's massive.
But with the weather like it is,
But there's rain and bad weather going on over there.
doubt it would have happened with all.
Earlier, before it started raining, you could see it very clearly. You could even see like the flag on the side of it. But the bad weather is like limited the view.
It's a huge building. It's massive.
Never get tired of Kennedy Space Center. It's a great place to go when you're sailing in it, sailing from this port. Either pre or post cruise. We did pre. We come to Orlando a lot, and we've done it a few times when we were in Orlando. My son's getting older now, so he likes the parks, but he'd rather cruise, which I'm happy with. I'm good with that. I like the parks too, but we are planning to do the new Universal Park. We're doing we're sailing with a group next summer on Carnival Freedom. We're actually going to be on one of the first cruises to go to Celebration Key. Excited about that. We're going to be going in July. I think it's supposed to open sometime in June, maybe. Probably get pushed back because stuff like that always gets pushed back. I hope it doesn't get pushed back beyond our cruise, but let's hope it doesn't. Some boring cargo stuff going on over there.
Excited about that. We're going to be going in July. I think it's supposed to open.
How we look on this side.
Probably get pushed back because stuff like that always gets pushed back. I hope it doesn't get pushed back beyond our cruise, but
the weather doesn't look so bad off the coast. You can just get away from this area. It'll be all right weather-wise. The clouds did bring the temperature down. It was pretty hot today. It was in the 90s for sure. Very humid. It's cooled off a good bit.
Probably get pushed back because stuff like that always gets pushed back. I hope it doesn't get pushed back.
This is always a scenic port to cruise out of.
The weather doesn't look so bad off the coast.
I guess as long as the weather holds up, I'm going to do this entire live stream as we go out.
The clouds did bring the temperature down. It was pretty hot today. It was in the 90s for sure. Very humid. It's cooled off a good bit. Probably get pushed back because stuff like that always gets pushed back. I hope it doesn't get pushed back. This is always a scenic port to cruise out of. The weather doesn't look so bad off the coast. I guess
One of my favorite cruise ports.
I
like sailing out of Tampa too. Tampa's awesome. It's such an easy port to sail out of. It's easy to get into. The parking is always pretty easy to do, and it's always a really fast process of getting through the port, security and everything, and onto the ship. I mean, there's been times when I've got out of the car and was on the ship in 30 minutes.
Such an easy port to sail.
Some of the smaller ports like that, like Jacksonville. Jacksonville is pretty good.
Pretty easy to do, and it's always a really.
This port is a little bit slower. It took us a while today. I think we got here. Gosh, I want to say our time was 10:30 to 11 to check in, and we were a little bit late actually. I think we were around 11. We didn't get on the ship till a little bit after 12, I believe. I wasn't really paying a lot of attention to the time.
I think we got here. Gosh,
another good view of
our time
Norwegian
was
Jade.
10:30 to 11 to check in, and we were a little bit late actually. I think
Gosh, that ship is probably getting close to the end of its life.
A little bit after 12, I believe.
I want to say that ship was launched maybe in the mid or late 90s. I'm not sure, but I know it's the older one. Their newer ships are massive. But that's a tiny ship for a Norwegian. It looks older.
Close to the end of its life.
I believe that's a ship that does a lot of Alaska sailings, actually, if I remember correctly.
It's the older one. Their newer ships are massive.
And Disney Fantasy.
That's a tiny ship for a Norwegian.
So there's 4 ships here today. Adventures of the Seas, Norwegian Jade, and Disney Fantasy, and then we also have Carnival Vista, which we're on. Some really good restaurants along the waterfront down here. Haven't ate at one in a while, but I've ate at a couple of them years ago. I need to try to get over there for lunch one day. Once I get back off the ship, I want to come down here and just do a vacation and like stay in the area and cruise ship watch for like 2 or 3 days. Really good restaurants. Explore the area. I liked coming down here when I lived down here. It was only like a 45-minute drive, an hour drive, not far from where I was. Once I get back off the ship, I want to come down here and just do a vacation. I believe that was Fantasy. Looks like stay in the area and cruise ship watch for like 2 or 3 days. Looks like from here. Explore the area. So she's coming out after us. When I lived down here, and it looks like Jade has still got her lines tight. So an hour drive. The Royal Caribbean ship's not going anywhere anytime soon. This is a really quiet area. I'm surprised how quiet it is up here. So she's coming out after us. No wind whatsoever. I think because the wind is, we're heading offshore and the wind is in our back, so we're not having to deal with the wind noise, fortunately. It's a really quiet area. I'm surprised how quiet. Although I will say, I think this phone that I'm shooting on has a lot better microphone on it, and I think because the wind doesn't, we're heading susceptible to wind noise like my old one. Not having to deal with the wind noise, fortunately. It's a really quiet area. I'm surprised how quiet. Although we're starting to move pretty good now. The phone that I'm shooting on has a lot better microphone on it, and I think because the wind doesn't, we're heading susceptible to wind noise like my old one. Not having to deal with wind noise. So, everyone that's watching, what's your favorite cruise port? I wouldn't say that. I say Tampa's my favorite. I absolutely hated Charleston. Charleston was awful. Charleston's by far the worst cruise port that I've sailed out of. So, everyone that's watching, it's a shame because they could do something nice there. And I'm from South Carolina. I know that area. I grew up very close to Charleston, and I know the crowd that makes the decisions there, and they don't want the cruise lines there. Charleston's by far the worst cruise port that I've sailed out of. They're happy to see them leave, which is crazy because it's going to take a lot of jobs and a lot of money out of their economy. But if that's what they want, the ones that are making decisions really, they don't care about that. They all have plenty of money. Makes the decisions there, and they don't want the cruise. The old money in Charleston. It's a shame though, because that could be a great cruise port. It's a great city to visit. I've spent many days there. They don't care about that. When I was a kid, actually, we lived there for a little while. I was really little back then, but I grew up about an hour out of Charleston. It's a shame though, because that could be a great. I live on the South Carolina, North Carolina border now, near the Myrtle Beach area. So I'm gonna, I've only sailed out of Charleston once. It was always really not easy to get a decent price on a cruise from there. And everything is, very rarely did they have something that was enticing as far as like itinerary. I was quite surprised though. I liked that ship way more than I thought I was going to like it. I heard so much negative about Sunshine, but it was a pretty nice ship for as old as it is. I can see, after walking around this ship I can see some of the things they copied off of the newer ships that they put into Sunshine. I was quite surprised though. I like that ship way more than I thought I was going to like. And nothing wrong with that. I mean, if they can take an older ship and make it look newer on the inside, more power to them. It's a shame that they didn't spend more money in some of the fantasy class ships. I like the fantasy class ships. They are smaller, but they have that intimate feel. They don't feel like crowded. They're just cool ships, but they've really not invested in them. And most of them are gone now. There's only 2 left.
It's a shame that they didn't spend more money in some of the fantasy class ships. I like those fantasy class ships. They are smaller, but they have that intimate feel. They don't feel like
that restaurant
crowded.
down there is packed.
They're just cool ships.
A lot of people there.
Really not invested in them. And most of them
Dinner
are gone
time.
now. There's only 2 left. They didn't spend more money.
So is the one over here.
I like those fantasy class ships. They're here.
I imagine all these fill up around dinner time.
Restaurant down there is packed. There's a lot of people there. Really not.
Looks like the Victory casino boat's out. I don't see it docked anywhere. So it's probably out on a cruise right now. I imagine all these fill up around dinner time. Restaurant down there is packed. There's a lot of people there. Really not. Looks like the Victory Orlando Princess. See it. I guess that's like a fishing boat. So it's probably out on a cruise right now. We're moving now. Looks like the Victory Orlando Princess. See it. I guess that's all cargo ships. That's probably out on a cruise right now. It's a good multi-purpose cruise port here. They get a lot of use out of this place as far as recreational, stuff like people with their own private boats. The spaceport uses it. A lot of industry uses it. Shipping, freight, all cargo ships. It's a good multi-purpose cruise. Wish they would expand it more. Out of this place as far as recreation. Although it is already a pretty big port. Like people with their own private boats. The spaceport uses it. A lot of industry uses it. Shipping, freight, all cargo ships. It's a good multi-purpose. Haven't decided yet what we're doing for dinner. Probably just do the main dining room. Although it is already. My son likes the main dining room. We've already done all the specialty dining on all the ship. I mean, on all that's available. But I don't really. The only thing I'm planning on doing that's like specialty would be the sushi place, Bonsai. My son likes the main dining room. I'll try it out. I've had the seafood shack before. It's not bad. The prices are pretty good, but I don't really. The only thing I'm planning on doing that's like specialty would be the food's not bad. I'll probably try it out again. Maybe do a review of it. Try it out. I've had the seafood shack. Order a few different items. It's not bad. The prices are pretty good. Well, we're not far from the mouth of the port here. The food's not bad. I'll probably try it out. I'll keep you here all the way till we get to the mouth of the port, and then I'll sign off. I'm sure my son is getting hungry. He decided he didn't want to come out here. It's not bad. But it turned out to be a really beautiful sailaway port here. I'll probably try it out. I'll keep you here all the way till we get to the mouth of the port. The skies look so blue, pretty ahead of us. Hopefully that's a sign of what's to come. Weather-wise, it does look pretty good out there. Looks calm too. It doesn't look rough at all. But the weather behind us doesn't look very good. But apparently it didn't. It was kind of blowing more parallel to the coast and not like off the coast. It didn't catch up with us. Weather-wise, it does look. Last time I sailed out of here, a bad storm came up behind us as we were leaving, and we were out on the bow of the ship just like I am now, and we had to go inside because it got really nasty. And we were in our cabin. And about 3 hours into the cruise, it was probably around 3 or 4 hours. It was probably around 8 p.m. I was really tired. I was taking a little nap in the cabin. And all of a sudden, everything came flying off of out of the cabinets and off the counters. And Like, fortunately, nothing broke. I mean, I had wine bottles and drinking glasses, everything just. But the ship we were caught in a little squall on the ocean, and the ship leaned over. It listed over. It listed over a pretty good amount. I estimated maybe, I don't know, 30 degrees, 25, 30 degrees, which is a lot. I know when we went to dinner, they were telling us, the kitchen or the dining staff were telling us it was a big mess because people were eating. We went to dinner right after that, but they were eating, and everything was going off the tables. They had a huge mess to clean up, and it was kind of scary actually, but it didn't last long. And my poor mom, that was her first cruise that she ever been on, and she was a trooper. She's in her 70s, and I was surprised how well she handled that. Everything was going off the tables. They had a huge mess to clean up. She took it in stride. She was like, "Oh, that's no big deal. Everything's fine." But it didn't last long. I think I was more stressed out than she was. My poor mom, that was her first cruise that she ever been on, and it was a big mess. She was a trooper. She's in her 70s. This part of the port is not as scenic. She took it in stride. She was like, "Oh, that's no big deal." Oh, actually, I think there's the casino boat. I said it wasn't here, but I didn't realize it docked that far out. I believe that's it. This part of the port is not as scenic. Thanks, thanks for watching. Oh, actually, I think there's the casino boat. I said it wasn't here, but I didn't realize it docked that far. No problem. That's it. So actually, somebody viewing actually was walking and came and found me. That's pretty funny. Thanks for watching. That's cool. We got some viewers that are also on the ship with us. No problem. First time that's happened to me. Viewing actually was walking and came. Yeah, there's the Victory Casino boat. Many years ago. Many years ago. That's cool. Because I'm an old guy. I worked for Sun Cruise Casinos. I actually came here and worked for a few days when Sun Cruise was operating out of here. And there was a poker tournament going on, and I was the casino host at Sun Cruise in Little River in South Carolina. And I was with them for a few years, but I came up here for that poker tournament. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. That was kind of a tough job, though. I was the casino host. A lot of nights and weekends in Little River in South Carolina. And I was with them. If you got kids, that's really not the easiest thing to do. That poker tournament. It was a lot of fun. It was pretty cool. That was kind of a tough job. That boat that they had here was a lot bigger than the casino boat that operates out of here. So a lot of people probably wonder what I do. I actually work in resorts. I work in Myrtle Beach full time. I wish my YouTube channel could support me, but it's nowhere near that. It's more of a hobby than anything, but maybe one day. But I've worked in hospitality for about 20 years now. So, it's easy for me to a ship is no different than a resort, and I've worked in all areas. I've worked in as a resort manager, as a guest service manager, as a housekeeping manager. I've even been a rooms director and over maintenance. So I know all the struggles that everyone goes through in all the departments. So it's easy. And sometimes it's really, I don't want to be overly critical, especially during reviews, because I understand how hard these people work, and they work really hard, and I respect that. I try to be fair, I try to be real fair with it. The struggles that everyone goes through in all the departments. But sometimes I give them a little bit of slack. That's only because I remember how it was to be a housekeeping manager or be over a maintenance department.
really hard.
Of course, engineering on a ship is a lot different than maintenance on a building, but same principles. That ship looks really okay. So here is the Victory casino boat.
That's only because
Man,
I remember
it looks pretty run down.
be a housekeeping manager or be over the maintenance department.
Must not be doing very well. It's not well kept.
Engineering on a ship
Doesn't look anything like the boats I worked on.
Building, but same principles. That ship looks really okay. So here is the
With gaming becoming more prevalent here on land in Florida, I'm surprised they're still around, to be honest.
pretty run down.
I know when I was down here for that poker tournament when I worked for Sun Cruise, I sailed on the,
Doesn't look
I think
anything
it was
like
called the
boats
Sterling. It was an old cruise ship they converted. And it was a really big ship, but man, that thing was, it took your money and didn't pay out anything. It was awful. It was tight, really tight
When I was
machines.
down here for that poker tournament when I worked for Sun Cruise, I sailed on the
I like playing the casino, but I don't like giving my money away too quickly.
and it was a really
There's some
big
ships
ship,
right off
but
the
man,
right
that
off the
thing
coast here. I see three. Looks like
money
cargo
and
ships.
didn't pay out anything. It was awful. It was tight, really tight. When I was down here for that poker tournament when I worked for Sun Cruise, I sailed on.
I don't know if they're moving or they're anchored or what.
But I don't like
Giving
giving
my money away too quickly.
And it was
I don't like they're moving ships right off the coast here. I see three. Looks like cargo ships.
Pay out anything. It was awful. It was tight, really tight. When I was down here for that
Interesting.
I sailed on.
If they're moving or they're anchored or what.
I don't like giving my money away
Jetty Park.
too quickly. And it was I don't like they're moving ships.
Always wanted to come down here and camp there. We do a lot of camping, so my son loves camping. I love it. Gonna have to do that. Gonna have to come down here and camp and watch the ships come in and out. Maybe that's what I'll do next time I'm going camping somewhere.
Always wanted to come.
It's hard to get a site there, though. I know it's booked up pretty quickly. It's got to book it way in advance.
Gonna have to do that. Gonna have to come down here and camp and watch the ships come in and out. Maybe
That's a really nice park and campground.
next time I'm going camping
Some
somewhere.
boat traffic coming in, charter boats, private sites.
There, though. I know it's booked up pretty quickly. It's just got to book it way in advance. Gonna have to do that. Gonna have to come down here and camp and watch the ships come in and out. Maybe
That's a really nice park
and campground. Next time I'm
Somebody sees his buddy.
camping somewhere. Boat traffic coming in, charter boats, private sites. There, though. I know it's booked up pretty quickly. It's just got to book it way in advance. Gonna have to do that. Gonna have to come down here and camp and watch the ships come in and out. Maybe
There's the boat launch here at the park.
somebody sees his buddy. Boat traffic.
But that boat ramp stays busy all the time. I like watching the boat ramp channels. They're so entertaining. Oh my gosh. Florida boaters are so funny. I grew up owning, going out on boats, and I've owned many boats through the years. So I can understand some of the stuff, but I've never done some of the stuff these people do.
Watching the
It's amazing that there's channels just dedicated to that. But the stuff is so entertaining. There's always good content.
I grew up.
But I don't know if I could do that because people get so mad at people for making fun of them on
I can understand
videos.
some of the stuff, but I've never done some.
But it is quite entertaining.
It's amazing that there's channels just dedicated to that. But the stuff is so entertaining. There's always good content.
There's a fishing boat
I don't
coming
know if I
in.
can do that because people get so mad at people for making fun of them. I can understand some of the stuff.
Whatever.
But it is quite entertaining.
There goes some ship watchers down there.
There's channels just dedicated to that. The stuff is so entertaining. There's always good content. There's a fishing boat. I don't know if I can do that because people
We have some fires. How about that?
making fun of them.
I'll tell you what, this has been a very entertaining sailaway.
But it is
Quite a few people
There
down
goes
there.
some ship watchers down there.
I imagine most of them are fishing. They're not down here just to watch us go out.
There's a fishing boat. I don't know if I can do that because people get so mad.
jetties.
Not down here, just watch us go out.
Busy beach day. Quite a few people down there enjoying the beach.
Very interesting to sail away. Quite a few people there, guys.
Jetties.
Not down here, just watch us go out.
Busy beach day. Alright, so we're approaching an hour. I didn't plan on doing a whole hour with this, but it ended up being almost an hour. Way more than I had planned. I was only planning maybe 15-20 minutes. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. Be on the lookout. We're going to be posting a lot of content. We got a lot of stuff planned. We got stuff we'll be posting tonight and in the next few days if the Wi-Fi holds up on us.
Way more than I had planned. I was only planning maybe 15-20 minutes.
Hope so. I did buy the Wi-Fi package, so
hope everybody enjoyed watching.
We're on the ocean.
Be on the lookout. We're going to be posting a lot of content. We got a lot of stuff planned. We got stuff we'll be posting tonight.
Pretty busy day there
Next few days
on the fishing pier. A lot of people out there. So hope so. I did buy the Wi-Fi package. So everybody. We're on test out the Zoom.
What's up, buddy?
We got stuff we'll be posting tonight.
Pretty busy day there
Next few days
on the fishing pier.
people out there.
So this guy's got a lot of friends.
I did buy the Wi-Fi package. So everybody.
Look back towards
Test
out the Zoom.
What's up, buddy?
Busy day the next few days the fishing pier.
All right. Well, we've cleared the jetties. I hope everybody enjoyed watching. Just keep an eye out. We're going to be posting some stuff here in the next few days. And hope everybody has a happy Father's Day weekend. Again, thanks for watching. Happy sailing, everybody.